What's up, guys? So we got a lot of new 6 stars dropping, so I thought I would do an updated 6 star tier list for you guys. So let's hop on right into it. We'll start off from the top, guys. We got Blackbeard. Blackbeard is pretty dang OP, guys. Honestly, still might be in the meta. A lot of people like to use Ichigo instead, but overall, I mean, they're both great options. So we'll go there. Next up, guys, you got Kaido, Ultimate Drip. Honestly, guys, they gave Kaido a buff, so I can't even put him in the F tier anymore, guys. We got to put him in the C tier. He's actually not too bad. They pretty much like 10x his damage, so hey, Kaido's actually solid now. Low key, I'm gonna probably put him over Golden Frieza. All right, next up, guys, we got Rengoku. Rengoku's solid, but I'm gonna also drop him in the. I'll drop him in the B tier, guys. He's decent overall, but he's definitely not the best burn unit anymore. So he really lost his flare. And honestly, he's not even that good for Challenge 1 anymore either, so I really can't really recommend you get him. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, he's definitely a B tier unit. Next up, guys, we got Golden Frieza. I'm putting him in the F tier, guys, because Kaido's better now. Like, come on, guys. This guy's been done so dirty. They've buffed him like 50 times, but he is still pretty much a dog. He's really bad. Oh my gosh. Next up, guys, is Kirito. They actually gave Kirito a pretty big buff, guys. They moved his SPA from 11 down to 8 with the same cost. But somebody said they nerfed his damage, but I couldn't confirm. So he's actually moving up, guys, and I'm going to put him right above Goku God. Because that 8 SPA makes them now have like the same SPA or really similar SPAs, but Kirito got that crazy AoE circle. So we got to give him a little bit of a higher grade there. Next up, guys, we got Ichigo. Of course, guys, Ichigo is S tier. He's meta for pretty much every single game mode now, so you definitely want to go ahead and get him. However, you have to be level 100 to get his orb, so if you're not level 100 yet, he's literally pointless. So, yeah. Next up, guys, we got Jotaro. Honestly, like, I thinking he was going to get like an orb or something this update, because they've been like kind of like teasing him for a little bit. But they decided to not do that. Instead, they gave Dio a 6 star. So we're actually going to probably drop him down to the C tier here. Now, he's a decent time stop unit if you don't have Gojo, but Gojo's like a tradable unit. And he has like no value as a tradable unit, so like there's literally no point in getting this guy. His single target damage used to be really, really good, but nowadays literally like every other unit is doing like double his damage plus AoE. So can't really recommend him anymore. So I'm going to drop him to the C tier. But again, guys, if you want to use him for his time stop, that's perfectly cool. But I would generally try to get a Gojo 5-star tradable. Next up, guys, joining Golden Frieza, we have Minato. Guys, he's literally worse than a 4-star, guys. Check out my one video on that. Like, you don't understand how bad this guy is. Like, this guy is so bad. So bad. Next up, guys, we got Luffy. I'm going to put Luffy here. Let me see. I'm going to put him in the S tier, guys, for 6 stars. Now, the reason being is he is meta for story mode still. Mainly because he's a lot cheaper than Netero. So I definitely recommend him for dungeons, etc. And dungeons are now a big part of the game. So we're going to move him up to the S tier, guys, because he is OP for dungeons, story mode, etc. Next up, guys, we got Giorno. Giorno, of course, guys, is an S tier support unit. His ability is basically a time slot, but better, but has a longer cooldown. Definitely highly recommended and meta for every single leaderboard. Next up, guys, we got Pain. I'm going to put Pain 6-star here in the... I'm going to put him in the B tier, guys. The reason being, he's a good unit, but, like, you need the orb for him, and you need a lot of 5 stars. And his damage is alright, but just not crazy. But he does hit airs. So I'm going to put Whitebeard here in the C tier, guys. He does not hit airs, so... Yeah, and his damage is pretty low. Honestly, pretty much every 5-star that drops nowadays is better than him. Rukia, I'm going to put Rukia here in the B tier, because she's really good for, like, later on stories, because of her... Upgrade 1, her first upgrade allows you to basically get freeze, a lot like Todoroki, but Todoroki requires you to get a lot of upgrades. So her freeze is really nice, and then combine that with her damage on the orb, pretty good combo. Next up, guys, we got Gilgamesh. I'm going to put Gilgamesh on the A tier, guys, mainly because he is so good for damage farming for new players, and he's really, really easy to evolve. So if you're a new player looking to get some damage, I highly recommend you go get Gilgamesh. Next up, guys, we got Kakashi. I'm going to drop Kakashi here in the S tier because I think he's pretty much the easiest way to beat Challenge 3 to get Ichigo, and he's really good for dungeons, etc. And I think he might be meta for a few leaderboards right now, though I'm not entirely sure. So definitely, if you can, get him. However, he's very hard to get. You need like 2 5-stars that are different, and then you need like multiples of each. So definitely really hard to get. Next up, guys, we got Guts. Guts is a decent unit overall. I'm gonna actually drop him here because he's definitely just way more damage than Goku and Kirito, but he's not that good overall. So not super highly recommended. But if you're doing elemental mode for leaderboards, maybe give him a go if you can fit him on your team. Next up, guys, we got the Naruto's drips. I'll put the Naruto drips here in the C tier. They're just so expensive for the value you get. Like, I'd probably go for everything else above it on this list before I would get this guy. Next up, guys, we got Naruto. Naruto has to go in the S tier, guys, because apparently he's still meta. I honestly don't know why. People should basically just be using Sasuke, in my opinion, but a lot of people like him. So I'm going to drop him here in the S tier. Decent unit overall. Next up, guys, we got Trunks. Trunks, also a very good unit, guys, but everything above it is just meta, and he's not meta anymore, guys, because Vegeta was actually technically better than him, so it's kind of a wash, but compared to all the other 6 stars on the list, definitely going to put him there. Next up, guys, is Tsukuna. Tsukuna actually isn't that great of a unit anymore, but the problem is everything else below it is just so bad. That's what puts him in the A tier. Expert Sorcerer is like a better version of Conan. I'm going to drop him like right about here. His damage just doesn't peak out like as high as Kirito's, so I'd rather have Kirito over him. But he's a decent unit overall. The problem being is his first upgrades are so trash, and his damage is kind of low at the end. But yeah. Next up, guys, we got Ryuk. Ryuk is honestly probably the best 6-star damage-wise in the game. Besides maybe Naruto, like he's really, really good, and he's a number 1 damage farm unit. Same with like Yagami. I'm gonna put these guys both in the S tier because they're basically gonna allow you to max out your damage stats and get like 100k gems in one run. So they're really good. Now Ryuk is better because he's way cheaper than Naruto. So if you can, definitely get Ryuk, but he is only available from Video of the Week. So yeah, good luck getting him. Let's do the next one here. Next up, guys, we got Itachi. Itachi, solid unit overall for elemental mode. Gonna put him up here in the A tier, guys. I'm not gonna quite drop him in the S tier, even though he is meta for elemental mode. I just don't feel like he deserves to be on the same spots as the ones above him. But overall, you need him for elemental leaderboard, but no other boards. Next up, guys, we got Sasuke. He's meta for... I'm pretty sure he's replaceable for Naruto. I'm going to put him above Naruto because he has a way better AoE, in my opinion, than Naruto does. Naruto has like a big circle, but Sasuke has a giant cone and more range. So definitely recommend Sasuke, especially if you can get the placements right. If you get the placements right with him, he's literally OP. Next up, guys, we got Gojo. I'm going to actually put Gojo here in like the... I don't know. Honestly, like... low-key, he's probably even worse than him, but his damage is alright, so I'm going to put him here, like, probably right about here, guys, in the B tier. They did him kind of dirty, guys. They did give him a buff, so his time stop is easier to use, but it's just so expensive, and, like, you might as well use the 5-star. So, yeah, I don't really recommend him. Maybe for story mode, but he's just, like, costs, like, 30k to max, and his damage is just too low for that. Next up, guys, we have the Ultimate Elemental, or Kakazu. He's very bad, but he's better than Expert Sorcerer, I'd say. But maybe not, though. I don't know. I'll put him right about... I feel like this is a decent place for him. Actually, yeah, he's just not that good, guys. Decent damage, but like, compared to everybody else in the list, I don't think so. Next up, guys, we got Piranha. Now, Piranha actually stuns. The only problem with her is her damage is pretty low. I am going to drop her in the B tier, though. She is way, way better than, Expert Sorcerer. Honestly, even more useful than Gojo, in my opinion. Definitely decent unit, but damage is pretty low. But hey, the only air stun unit in the game, guys, besides Time Stop and Ichigo, which are different effects. Oh man, we got the phone ringing. Alright, next up. Oh no. Oh, next up, guys, with the phone in the background, we got oh no, no. Oh no. 1 second, guys. Let me go pause this. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, we're back. All right, let's go. Oh no, what the heck? Can you stop calling? All right, I think we're good now. Not really sure what's going on there. I think we're good to go though. All right, let's go. Next up, guys, we got Asuna. Asuna, decent unit overall. Better than Whitebeard. Honestly, I'll put Asuna like up here in the B tier. A lot of things are going there. EXP 6-star. I'm gonna have to put him in the F tier, guys, but he's actually really good considering how easy he is to get. So. I don't mean to disrespect him like that, but his damage just doesn't add up. But he's only cost like $100 to place. So, like, that's pretty crazy in itself. Next up, guys, we got Luffy. I'm going to say Luffy's probably on the In the C tier, guys, Luffy Nightmare. Don't really recommend him. Big Mom. Big Mom is actually a solid unit. I'm gonna put Big Mom right about there. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright, next up, guys, we have the new units. REM. REM is not quite as good as Big Mom. Better than Asuna, though. Decent damage overall. And lastly, guys, we got Dio. Dio is a pretty solid unit. Meta for sure, so S tier. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.